Can you disable your mic?
Yeah, can we start, sir, or we'll wait for some people to join?
Yeah, okay. If you can, so we can start now.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, good morning, everyone. So I'm Akhil. I'm marketing and event management head at Sports Management Center SMC. So today we are pleased to have Mr. Manpreet Sidhu with us. He's the performance analyst at BCCI presently, and he has played first class cricket for Madhya Pradesh. And he has also played county cricket
You
for
need to
Railway,
put the volume down.
and he's also a part of performance analyst team in T20 Canada Premier League. So we are very pleased to have you, sir.
Thank you, Akhil. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So how would you want to start by can you start the conversation by your childhood days, like how you took
Yeah,
up
yeah,
cricket
definitely.
and all these things?
Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Hope all well at your hand. And myself, Manpreet Sidhu, professional cricket coach as well as senior performance analyst of BCCI. I'm just start with my short intro. Uh, I start my journey from in Indore. I belong from India. I started my cricket in India from Madhya Pradesh province in the city Indore. I represented in the state many Indore division like under 16, under 19, senior division, and I have also represented many other worldwide as an overseas team. I have played competitive cricket in England, Sri Lanka, UAE, Sharjah. Uh, so it's all about my journey as a cricket player. I played with some of good players who have been represented India. After that, the number Noja was my captain during my under 19 days, and after that he played India A 9 to 10 season in IPL and T20 one days and test for the nation. Uh, in my cricket career, when I could not take my cricket upwards when I was 25 years old, then I decided that the work that I could not extend cricket as a player, which I which like to become a good coach in cricket. I succeeded in cricket coaching exam in the year of 2006 in Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association of Level A cricket exam. So I cleared my exam in 2006. I successfully achieved Level A cricket coaching exam conducted by BCCI in the year of 2007. After clear my Level A exam, I continued coaching with the international cricket player and academy head of MPCA, Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association, Mr. Amay Khurasia. So I started my work as a coach from 2007 to 2009. After that, I was invited by the BCCI in the National Cricket Academy for Level B exams. I attended the Level B course of BCCI in NCA, and in the year of 2009, the BCCI started the video analyst, which you can say performance analyst, first time in India. The analyst working with BCCI for umpiring project and player analysis. So I happy the MP Cricket Association recommend my name, and I cleared the exam as a performance analyst in the year of 2009. So that's the journey started as a professional cricket coach as well as analyst since 2007. I'm working with different associations as well as BCCI during domestic seasons. Successful in the performance exam is more about the academy players, because when you're working with BCCI, so you have focus only domestic cricket season like umpiring projects, as well as those players are performing during the matches. So you have to send the DVDs, CDs to the NCA as well as the BCCI headquarters. So this is all about my short intro of my cricketing career, as well as how can I become the official coach as well as analyst in the BCCI panel. So I'm going to cover some other points like how is professional coaching important in cricket nowadays. So if you guys have any questions, so please write it down. We definitely give all your answers. Okay. Now I'm coming to the professional coaching in cricket. The professional coaching is very must nowadays, because so many coaches, so many clubs, so many counties, if you're looking abroad, so it's just like old kind of theory. They just continue with that. Professional coaching is based on new theories, lots of researches, and how the technique importance, how the naturality important nowadays. That's called professional coaching. If you can see, easily 5 different players have a 5 strengths, 5 weaknesses. So any good coach they can find and allow to play with their naturality and push to close with their strength and mental toughness. Working with new theory, it's the key. More importantly, mental level. The main key in professional coaching, the mental. Skill-wise, for me, so many players are different. Like you can say, very rare comparison with any of them. But mental toughness is must. If you are playing division level, if you are playing state, if you are representing Ranji Trophy team for your state, if you are first class player in the IA, and the topper level, the mental toughness is must. If you are mentally tough, so you can easily perform with any one of opponents, because skills wise you can survive in a lower version of games, but when you represent your state, your first class team, IPL, any other ICC approved T20 league, so definitely you should good mental level. So for me, mental toughness is must for professional coaching segment. Next, we can go about technique. Yes, technique is important. If I have a good technique, I can survive in any format of the game, like T20, days, 1 day. So you can work hard for your better technique. So many players are not good in the technique, but yes, they have good for the mental toughness. They know how to make runs. They know how to make a good performance during the game. They well known about the situation during the game. So if you have a better technique, so definitely you survive any format of the game, like days, ODI, and shorter format like T20. Yes. in junior levels like coach sessions when I'm doing coaching. Uh, Sorry, can you please your mic off? So when I'm coaching in the junior level, so definitely I especially focus on technique because if, if you're doing coaching with junior level, technique is must because if you put in the right track in the junior level or grassroots level for any player, so definitely he can survive with the best techniques in any format, and that technique he build in his muscle memory. So as far as the technique part are concerned, is must in the professional coaching. The right technique or the best technique definitely goes to a better performance during the games. In the professional cricket coaching, most important thing nowadays, the most of the foreign coaches, top India coaches, they are allowed to play with their comfortability. Like I am comfortable with the hitting, taking singles, like I'm comfortable with the attacking game initial of the early matches start. So in professional cricket coaching, a good coach allowed to player what his strength. Nobody want to change like you please don't do like that. You have to do like that. No. What's your strength? So any good professional coach in the new theory of professional coaching, they allow to them you please do with your strength and the better mental toughness and situation of the game. So all these points of the professional coaching involved in the cricket, it matter because everyone knows cricket is totally changed. If you can see from last 15 years or 10 years, it's totally changed. So our game is come like T20, one days, so many changes in the rule. So what the players strength we have to allow with the better mentality and the situation of the game. So this all those things keep on involved in the professional coaching. And now I'm going to how the player analysis work or how they judge the performance of the player. It's the two type of player analysis work. Like for me as a professional, I can any aspects of the game judge during their matches performance, the training path, their off-season schedule. Player analysis is very both like training sessions as well as match performances. We can take their videos of previous years as well as coaching session like preparation mode. We can take that videos and put into copyright software which some of the IPL team are using, Indian team are using, under 19 Women's India. So they have many tools. So we can check the measurement of when he released the ball, when he impacts with the backhand ball, how he reaches, how he can transfer his weight. There are so many things, so many tools, so we can easily judge and sit with the player sleep. Like I'm saying example, Akhil, you are doing like that. See, here's your video. Check your head, check your body position, how your weight transfer on the ball. So all those things we can use with their tools with the video of particular player. In the part of player analysis, we try to push him to close right technique. If I get a video from practice mode for any player, I checked and I think there is plenty of mistakes in the technique. After the analysis with the software, I sit with that particular player and try to push him close to the right technique, which will be the best for his future. And this is called about player analysis, where his strength, so we motivate, yes, you're perfect on this area. You're perfect during cover drive. You're perfect after your, releasing. You're perfect during your follow through. You're perfect during your jump. You can say on a wicket keeper, you're perfect on your crouch position. Superb. Software with the help of player's video. So where he is good, so we can motivate, yeah, this area you have to build. But most of the areas where the player have to work hard, so we mention with the help of that video and the tools. So many things are, if I'm talking about medium pace bowler, so most of the bowler run up is very awkward. Jump is, totally, bad. If you have jump bad, so next your step is delivery side. Your body alignment is totally uncomfortable before the releasing the ball. So which areas we have to improve the player, so we can put that video and sit talk with that player. This area you have to work hard. See your videos. If you come like that, so you will be a better position. If you play like that, you will be a better position and the better balance, and you feel comfortable during play, cover drive, on drive, or whatever. So where the player is comfortable, we motivate. Yes, you are perfect. And which areas we have to work hard, so I'll put into the system, show his videos, and tell you have to work hard in this particular area. During player analysis, with the help of copyright software and last year player performances video during Ranji Trophy videos, any T20 games, Syed Mushtaq Ali videos, so we can check all videos of matches, because practice matches video is different and matches, BCCI matches videos are different, because if anyone play the first class or competitive cricket for his state, so definitely they have a lot of pressure, and performance is must in pressure. The good player become perform in the pressure. So always we take match video from any player and suggest what we can best for him, like what their previous year, what failure they have, what the situations, if someone opening for his state and he got out in first 3-4 overs. So what was the issues during playing new ball? So we can check all the deliveries, all the out balls, videos, and put in the software, and what we can best for him. So we can explain with the player analysis software to any player. So this is the part of player analysis. There are many tools. We can help wicket keeper, off spinner, leg spinner, medium pacer, batsman. So we have to put that particular video, so many pictures, synchronization, tools, measurement, and check with the player and see how it is. And this is, we have to work for your better game development. So this is the player analysis part. And coming about the fitness. Fitness is very important, not in cricket, in any part of the sports, like any sports you can. For me, from last 8 to 10 years, Indian cricket is totally changed as far as fitness are concerned. Fitness measurement is very high for every player. And not in India, even you can see State Cricket Association under 19 teams, under 23 teams, under 16 teams. So it's a benchmark set for everyone. Everyone knows we have to work hard to survive on a good level. So fitness is must. Fitness is important for beginners also. What started the cricket career as a beginner, going clubs and doing hard work in the net, coaches. So for me, if you start your workouts, cricket specific trainings from your earlier age, so definitely improve your game as well, and you can easily stand in the field 3 to 4 hours if you are doing a right kind of training. So for beginners as well as professionals, is very important. Fitness is also help to ready for the situation of the game and the performing well during the matches in the field. Nowadays, everyone wants to get fit because the scenario is totally changed. If you see under 19 players of any state, he worked hard and he tried to get fit, more fit, what he was last year, but he tried to get more fit for the next season. Everyone working hard. If any Ranji players, under 19 players, or any top players, everyone working hard because they know how to perform in the upper level, because everyone gets fit. If you can't not compare with that kind of players, you can't take 2 runs. You can't ball over 130 km/h. You can't stand 5 days test match or 4-day Ranji Trophy game in the field. So everyone knows and they're working hard for their better development for the next season preparation. I went abroad so many times. Same, if I'm talking about fitness, I see so many clubs in UK, counties, minor counties. They are really working hard for their fitness. Really working hard. They desperately want to get fit for the next season, for the next county season, for the next first class season. Definitely they want to fit, and they already maintain their diary as well. What they faced last season, how many times they, injured, how many times they got out during fatigue, and how many times they not, do better because they are tired, in the field during any match. So they maintain their diary and they make their schedule with the certified trainers and they're working hard for the next season. Same as I see NCA, National Cricket Academy, the body of BCCI. Every player, those are representing in India, like we're talking about Mohammad Shami, Hardik Pandya, KL Rahul, recently Rohit Sharma, Khalil, anybody drop from the national team for any injuries, they directly reported on NCA and they work hard for their injury prevention. They work hard for their fitness. They work hard for their strength training, intense interval training. So what certified trainer given them the schedule regarding their aspect of fitness, they improving in the NCA during off season as well as in season as well. So fitness is very much for beginners as well as professional players, because everyone knows nowadays if you fit you can achieve anything. In this time cricket is very competitive in the club stages. Competition rate is so high. So many players can perform same, like two batsmen, they both make 500 plus runs in the season. But who is better fit? Who can bowl as well? Who is the best fielder? Who can more help as a teammate? So everyone working hard for their fitness or for do better for the next season as a player. Fitness for me is very important as beginner as well as professional players. Now I'm coming to what my role in Indian cricket actually. As a performance analyst, I'm working for BCCI from last 12 years. When I'm working domestic season, so we have focus on umpiring project for the better performance of umpires, like decision wise or match management. So during any kind of match, under 19, under 16, Ranji Trophy, all kind of matches BCCI covered, like we analysts covered behalf of BCCI and sent to the report to the BCCI of umpire's decision. Secondly, performance report and what players are performed during that match. So that performance report we send to the NCA. Like some players, someone made 100. So how many balls and how many sixes he made, fours. So all the performance report with his video we sent to the National Cricket Academy for the national selectors and the main match referee. They confirm their performance and they tell to the other selectors like these 3-4 players I found they worked really well and he is the future prospect for India. So with the help of videos during matches, we send the performance of the video into National Cricket Academy NCA. After season, I'm busy with NCA during off-season camps. Like so many people, after cricket season, NCA conducting the camps, like under 16, under 19, women, seniors. So I'm working as an analyst during camp. In that camp, I work with player analysis part. We took the video footage, initial part of the camp. I sit with the professional coaches, like bowling coaches, batting coaches, wicket keeping, fielding. There are plenty different kind of coaches appointed for a camp. After video shoot, we talk with the coaches for the better technique. And after first week, we put that player for doing that drills for what we want to change in their technique, like bowling or batting. Same time, trainers work with his fitness. And after 20 days, again we take a video shootout, and we compare after that what he was doing in his first video shoot earlier in this camp and what he is doing now. So we can compare easily what he has come with the technique and what he is doing after 20 or 25 days in the end of the camp. So we compare both the videos with the professional coaches as well as particular players and ask how you feel now. So definitely he say, yes, I was working like that and now I'm working and I'm doing drill from last 20 days. I'm feeling very comfortable and now I'm looking like that. So we compare both the videos which I taken earlier and the last shoot. So this is how to work in the NCA off-season camp. After camp, the same team is representing zonal camps, zonal matches. So different national academy camps after the any camps like under 19 when they finish the NC camp, they're going for the matches. Zonal matches, we are working as an analyst, same like the BCCI matches. So it's also part of the national academy camps as well as zonal matches for under 16, 19 and 23. So this is the kind of my working during BCCI matches and off season. Now I'm coming my overseas assignments as a professional. I was in Chamindawaz Cricket Academy in the year of 2015 and 16 as a head coach. There are totally different kind of cricket in UAE. Much of T20 cricket is people like move and play 20 matches only, not one days and days kind of cricket is going there. So I was the coach in Chamindawaz Cricket Academy for 2 years, and we have a very good time with the bunch of 85 players. I played 4 seasons in the UK, in the clubs county. I played IGCC, MTSST, Batticalow, and Stanmore, much reputation clubs in the UK. I played 4 seasons in 2011, 2012, 2013, and my last season 2017. When I go my any overseas assignment or any overseas contract, like as a professional, I have to permission first with my cricket association as well as BCCI because I'm working officially for them. So if they taken me a permission, that I'll sign the contract and go for my any overseas assignment. So this is all about the journey as professional coach as well as analyst, how we are working during the matches for BCCI as an analyst and how we are working during off season in India. So all those things I think I covered. If you have any queries regarding professional coaching, fitness of cricket, what importance of the new theory of coaching development for players, so you guys please carry on and ask. Yes, over to you, Akhil. Yeah.
So thanks for that talk. Like you have given insight about everything, like how the performance analysis is done, and your
Yeah.
journey through the ranks to become a cricketer and now as a successful coach, and your overseas assignments also. So we
One
have,
more thing.
yeah,
One more thing I want to add, Akhil. Sorry. I want to share behalf of this webinar to all of our audience and SMCs. I am the founder of ACUS Cricketing Excellence. I made this platform for online coaching segment, and at the moment we are doing 2-3 clubs in UK and the one-to-one session. In that plan, player can send his video and we can put in the copyright software and he send with the better technique and with using all the tools with manually as well as their video footage. So you can check the platform of ACUS Cricketing Excellence in the coaching part as well as new cricketing updates. Yes, over to you, Akhil, please.
yes. So can we take questions right now? We got a few of them. So, can you tell us how to be a professional? Like, there are so many cricketers in our country who are willing to join or get into the technical side of cricket and all these things. So, can you let us know how to be a professional performance analyst? And are there any courses to do so, like that you have done or something like that?
Yeah, sure. The performance analyst coach is conducted by the BCCI only,
Okay.
and there's so many different private companies are there like Kadamba, Sports Mechanics, and Agram. They are doing the cricket backup work for IPL teams as well as any international teams. So they need analysts. They need analysts for their backup work. So most of the people, so many friends, they are working for different companies like Kadamba, Sports Mechanics, and Agram. So because they have plenty of work like IPL teams and other international teams, so they work for their backup. Last year's matches, all backup T20 matches, under 19, other countries under 19 associates of ICC. So they work for, all the teams in the country. So yes, if I come the BCCI analyst, so BCCI conduct the exam and BCCI circulate the advertise to all the association, and association will recommend the name, like 2 names each association or 3 names each association. So those are people are going to attend that BCCI exam. This is the two-way you become the good analyst. If you're working for any company like Kadamba, Sports Agram, so you can work. And if you are working as a BCCA analyst, so your name should be recommended by your association, and you represented the exam of analyst. Yeah.
Okay, so we have another question from Santosh, and he's a ICC level 2 coach, and he runs his own academy in Mangalore. So his question is that openers are very comfortable to play fast and medium fast bowlers, but they struggle to play for spinners. So as a coach, what drills can we design them, or what tips can we give them, to play spin better?
Okay. First of all, nice to hear about you, Santosh. You are doing really well. I appreciate you. Good. And now I'm coming to your question. Yes, you're right. Most of the players they want to, play pace balls like fast balls. Like they love to, face medium pacers. And in the next part of the game, when the spinners come, they struggle. You're right. So the drills we can for the development we can put into nets, or we can to put in the preparation mode or the dry surface like light roll, not the flat kind of wicket, dry surface. And that dry surface we have to bowl in the right areas and put him pressure, take the run. Yes, this is one. No, this is come directly into the covers. This is single. Okay. So this kind of drills or this kind of practice mode, he can prepare how to play spin bowlers during the game. We can put more. Things like just drop the ball and hit over mid off or mid on. Okay, you can drop the ball between off and middle. You can try for the sip shot, because sip is very good scoring shot if someone bowling in the good areas, like I'm talking about the good spinner. So it's all about how he can prepare and what you drills are provide for any player. Like most of the players practicing like on a dry surface. If you're playing in a dry surface, your body position comes right onto the ball, and yes, no. This is not the right time to play because I'm slightly off of the ball. If you're working or if you're playing or if you're preparation the flat track, you can't recognize and you can't judge these things. So put him into the dry kind of surface and use all these tricks and drills. Definitely he develop his game and play as soon as close to the body. Yes, Akhil.
Yes, sir. So we have another question from Harsha.
Yes.
So he's asking that in your umpiring project, how do you analyze the performance of umpires? And how do you provide them the feedback, and what are the parameters that are used to judge the performance of the umpire?
Okay, Harsha. During matches, we can judge the umpiring performance with the help of cameras, because every game is covered with 6 cameras, like first class games or any junior games. So every single ball we here can see on my laptop what umpire did the last previous ball given out LBW, so we can see many times. We can see many times where the pitching the ball, where is the impact, and where is the trajectory of the ball. And these kind of things, if he is given right decision, if he given wrong, the both things are covered in a separate folder and sent it to the headquarters of BCCI. So this is, we can judge the umpiring performances during the matches. The parameters and the ratio of the performance of players is the different different panel they decided from the BCCI. But during the game, we have all the footage from every angle, and after any decision, we can check 3, 4, 5 times and put our reports and send it to the BCCI. So this is how to work of the umpiring project for the better umpire's performance during the BCCI games.
So thanks for that, sir. And we have Pratishta Balla with us. She's a mind and memory coach, and she's from UAE basically. So she's asking like, how do you measure the performance of an athlete who has just made a comeback after an injury or illness? Like the measure, like
Good.
the
Yeah.
is the parameter same for the people who are like performing regularly, and are the injured
Yeah.
players who are coming back measured in the same way?
Yeah, it's a good question, but it's totally, belong for the certified trainers. Yes, definitely some players are injured and get back to the, rehab centers and then prepare themselves properly and come back into the team. So the certified trainer, which they are working for the teams, like every team, they have professional trainers, meshers, physiotherapists. So they have their roles, and they put into the, yo-yo test or sprint or a shuttle run or 40-meter sprint or long run, so they can check what their biomechanics of body, how the alignment, how he fast run, how bending, how he's rich. So that trainer report to the coach, yes, he's looking fit now, and all the aspects like yo-yo and shuttle run, sprint test is doing well. So this is the parameters to check and judge the player after the injury.
Okay. So Dheeraj is interested to know about your online coaching classes. Like how are you managing that, and he wants to know how it is
Okay.
helping in this tough time.
Okay. Because the platform of ACUS Cricketing Excellence is the website of cricket, is all the cricket new updates as well as the coaching segment. So if anybody wants to coaching, so he contact in the contact segment and send his video, and with the written like I have a problem facing fast bowlers, and took the front view video, 2, 3 videos. So my team and certified coaches, even me, put into the copyright software and taking all the angles and tools and what you are doing and what you will be the best for your, better technique as far as concerned. So you can check that back and the reverse man which my team has sent it to you with the all the explanation, your head position, your body position, your downswing of the bat, and you can compare with your old videos. And if you're training like what our team will suggest, so definitely next 15 to 20 days you can compare with your earlier videos and what you will do and what how comfortable during these drills you are doing. So this is the way we are working with videos. And yes, during season we are doing personally as well. If anybody wants to me and book their slots in the city, so I can go and visit for their academy or club, or if anyone come in my city for their coaching for 1 week or 2 sessions, 3 sessions. So there is also available in that ACUS Cricketing Access platform. So nowadays we are doing online because the lockdown time. So many players, professional and beginners as well, they're sending the videos. The importance of the biomechanics of the cricket and body alignment, especially bowlers or wicket keepers or batsmen. So different players sending their videos. About their issues. So you can contact them and send your videos of any players or yours as well. Thank you.
So thank you, sir. So now can I request Pratishta Balla ma'am? to have a few words.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So Pratishta ma'am, can you like enable your mic and video so that you can have a few words about.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes.
Hi, Manpreet. Sir, thank you so much for the wonderful session. It was such a pleasure to listen to you and to hear your life experience about how you are actually working with the BCCI team and answering all the questions.
Thank you so much, Pratika.
Really a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much, Pratika. Thank you.
Sir, actually, I wanted to understand about this performance analysis. Is it only for the players who are already playing in the game who are not injured? Because I am really concerned about how the injured players are being treated. Once they make a comeback, they have a mental pressure on them because they have a fear that they might not be able to perform. So, do you not keep a separate uh, analysis for them that how they were performing before getting injured, how they are performing now? How do you actually maintain that kind of analysis for them so that they are not judged only on first one or two games?
Yeah, you're right. And the question is actually so many players are doing when they come back with their, I mean, injury prevention mode. But if they come in directly into the team during the, I mean, matches phase, so definitely every coach and every professional wants he gets fit if they want to put in the next game. As far as we are talking about the off season are concerned, so definitely what you are wanted to ask me. So they put into the rehab centers and they push and motivate more. Yeah, you have a lot of time. You just do like that. They have a video shoot and they will compare the when they're working well and after injury how you run, how was your reach and now. So there's a different things. If we are working on off season, so definitely we push them and for the, I mean, better reach or the, I mean, strength wise. But if if he injured during the season and he worked next 15-20 days and he's come back and joined the team, so yeah, definitely is a big I mean ratio of the pressure because the matches going on and every coach and captain wants uh, if he fits, then only we can select in the last 11. So that is the different thing, and it's totally depend on the player how he can feel, and the certified trainer which is working for the team. What he suggests and what he feels, yes, he is doing really well. He sprint well. He's done with good in the yo-yo test and shuttle run, whatever. So this all those things is different in the season and off season when we can judge easily any injured players when he come after his injury. Yeah, Pratiksha.
That's really good to know that you are working on their mental strength also, that you are
And
providing.
one more thing I want to add. When I working in NCA during off season,
Mhm.
so that time I shoot and the training part also. That time I shoot training part also, not in the skills like batting bowling, but we shoot the training part also, running yo-yo test, so we can judge how players are run. So many players running tactics are very, I mean, awkward, and so many are just like uh, top athletes. The posture of body when they are running is perfectly. Some are not good enough. So we are shoot during the NCA camp the fitness part also. Yeah. So we can compare if same players are injured during the BCCI season, so we can compare that videos as well. Yeah.
That's really good to know. So I would also like to know about your personal experience, like when you started as a performance analyst, what were the challenges you faced so that it can help the people who want to become performance analyst in the future. We have a lot of people here who want to become coaches. So we would like to understand what were the challenges you faced and what was your journey like?
Uh, at the earlier stages, things are slightly tough because the software is not updated and there is so many different things. The tools are not properly. But after 2012, the different updated software, and you can easily work for any player analysis and during matches as well. And so many things are different. If you're working as an analyst, and if you not get a proper footage, like I want to analyze your bowling or your table tennis video, if I'm not getting a proper footage of your, I mean, whatever you can like playing short or backhand, so I can't judge and putting in the tools and uh, can't say what right techniques you have to adapt. So this is the thing which I mean faced in the earlier stage because the I mean cameras qualities and the cable qualities which we were using during the BCCI matches is not good enough. But yes, after 2011 is brilliant and uh, now so many different softwares in the market like Cricket 21, Cricket Pro, Sports Mechanics software. So many different softwares we can use. Not I mean in cricket as well as golf, football, long tennis, table tennis. So many software you can buy copyright software and you can start your work as an analyst with any team or private. So if you're not working as an analyst for any cricket association as well as BCCI, you can work privately as well. So many analysts are working for Pro Kabaddi, Volleyball League, and badminton league, football, and the as I earlier said to Akhil, like Agram and uh, Kadamba and different, I mean, sports software industries who already working for the IPLs and international teams. So yes, in the earlier stage, I have faced some problems, but now is total professionalism in the field of sports. I mean, the performance analyst. So we have plenty of opportunities as well, not in cricket and other sports as well. So many things because everyone wants to see how I am doing during that activity. If I am tennis player, so I want to see how I connect the ball in my, I mean, the shuttle or what the racket and what was the position of my body alignment environment. So everywhere needs sports performance analyst and is very important thing for the better development for any athlete. Yeah.
So, what I understand is that there is a huge scope now. If you want to become a performance analyst, you have a huge scope not only for if you want to work for a company, but you can also work. Yes, please.
Yeah. I want to one more thing. If you have a coaching knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
so that journey will be very easy. If you have a coaching knowledge or if you have played cricket or I mean any kind of level, and if you're certified coach as well, or if you have a good sense of cricket, if you have any coaching knowledge, so these things are I mean uh, you adapt very easily because there are so many tools. So if you have already knowledge how to put that tool in particular off spin bowling or wicket keeping drills or drive position of the medium pacer bowler, so you can easily put that particular tools in that particular related video. So if you have a coaching knowledge, so the things are definitely will be easy for you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I got it. That if you already have the coaching knowledge, then you will be able to get into the game. Actually, what mistakes you are making. So that is a very
Yes.
good opportunity that all the people who have come here would be having. That you can get your coaching certificate, start with coaching, and then move on to performance analyst. Maybe then it will they will have lot of opportunities with them, and you can certainly everybody here can certainly visit your website, as well as we are providing the coaching certificates. SMC is providing coach certificates. We have a course with it. If you all of you are requested to stay till the end, and we would let you know about the coaching certificate. Thank you so much for your time, Manpreet ji. It was really, really great talking to you and understanding what exactly it is about. Because when I read
Thank you.
about that we have to meet a performance analyst, I didn't had that much knowledge about what this is about. But once I uh, listen to you, I now understand how exactly it works, and it is really important for any player. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pratiksha, and thank you all of you who is listening all the key points of related this webinar. And thank you so much, Akhil. And I'm my best wishes to SMC. Working you guys for the sport is really really appreciate. Thank you so much.
So
Thank you and sincere
thanks a lot.
gratitude. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I just want people who are listening to know that SMC Community College is coming with a certification course. So it's a certification course tied up with PALA Presidential Activities Lifestyle Award from USA. So to register, like there's my number in the chat box. So please contact me, and it will be a 3 months course and a 6 months course and a 1 year course. So it will be of your choice what course you want to do. And let's wind up the session by I'll just present a video from our SMC. So we'll wind up the session by that.
Too tired for regular physical activity? Physical activity can make you less tired. Regular physical activity boosts energy, helps you sleep better at night. Tip 1. Set yourself up for success. Get ready the night before. A woman lays out clothing and shoes in her bedroom. The woman sets her alarm clock. If you're prepared, it's a lot easier to get moving in the morning. The woman turns off her alarm clock and smiles. She gets on her bike and rides down the street. Tip 2. Find a partner. Don't feel motivated to get active on your own? A woman looks at clothing draped over a treadmill. A woman texts her friend. Two women meet up on a basketball court. Activity may be more fun with a friend. The women happily play basketball together. Tip 3. Make a pledge. Share your fitness goals online. A man posts on social media, "I'm going to walk before work every day this week." You'll feel more motivated if you've made it public. The man goes for a walk and friends post motivating messages in response to his goals. Tip 4. Set small goals. A woman looks at a whiteboard which reads, "Remember, jog 30 minutes after work." If you can't get motivated for a long workout, commit to 5 minutes. That's it. She erases 30 and writes 5. The woman jogs down the street. When it comes to physical activity, something is better than nothing.
So yes, thank you everyone. So I'm just leaving my number in the contact box. So thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for joining us and sharing the
Thank you,
valuable
Akhil.
things. Yes, sir.
Thank
So
you so much, Akhil, and thanks to SMC. Thank you. Cheers.
thanks, sir. Bye. Thanks.